Title: Whispers over Driftwood Bay. Jade Morgan hadn't set foot in Driftwood Bay, Florida, in nearly a decade. Life had pulled her inland, away from the sea breeze and salt in the air, but now she was back, alone, and not entirely by choice. Her grandmother had passed, leaving her the old weather-worn beach cottage sitting quietly just beyond the dunes. It was meant to be a temporary stay, but something about the coastline whispered otherwise. The town had changed. The once bustling boardwalk was now mostly shuttered. The old ice cream stand stood boarded up, its pastel paint peeling in long flakes. But the beach was untouched. The sand was soft, damp from the night tide, and the sea breathed steadily like a living thing. On her first morning walk, Jade noticed something odd. A line of footprints stretched along the shore, barefoot, human, but they didn't loop back. They simply led from the dunes to the edge of the surf and disappeared into the waves. There were no other people on the beach that early. Just her, the breeze, and those prints. That evening, Jade unpacked and tried to settle in. The cottage smelled faintly of seaweed and old books. Her grandmother's photos still lined the hallway, frozen memories of family barbecues, beach days, and a distant past Jade couldn't quite touch anymore. At midnight, the wind picked up. Her bedroom window rattled softly. Then she heard it, a faint humming. It didn't sound like wind or waves. It was melodic, a tune she felt she knew but couldn't place. It was coming from the shoreline. Jade grabbed her jacket and stepped outside, the cool night air biting her cheeks. The humming grew clearer. As she approached the beach, she saw her. A girl stood near the water's edge, her hair long and soaked, her white dress clinging to her frame. She was facing the ocean, unmoving. "Hello?" Jade called out. The girl slowly turned. Her eyes were dark, her lips pale. She didn't speak, only raised a hand and pointed toward the sea. Jade took one step forward, and in the blink of an eye, the girl was gone. She spun around, heart pounding. No splashes. No sound. Just silence. And when she looked down, there were those same footprints again, fresh, wet, and leading into the ocean. Back inside, Jade tried to sleep, but the humming echoed in her mind. The next morning, she asked around the small town. An older man at the diner gave her a long look when she mentioned the girl on the beach. "Storm voices," he muttered. "They come back when no one remembers." Jade blinked. "What do you mean?" He didn't answer. Just slid her coffee across the counter and walked away. That night, she stayed inside. Locked doors. Curtains drawn. But just after midnight, the humming returned, this time, closer. She pressed her ear to the wall. It was inside the house. Jade remembered the final letter, her grandmother's last plea. "Destroy the box where the waves crash fiercest. Only silence can end the song." Asterisk. The cliffs. She scrambled up the jagged rocks toward the crashing waves, the roar of the ocean drowning out the lullaby as she neared the edge. The box felt heavier in her hands. She hesitated, then with all her might, hurled it into the turbulent sea. The box sank rapidly, swallowed by the dark depths. Suddenly, the fog lifted. The drowned figures dissolved into mist, their mournful eyes fading. The lullaby ceased. Silence reclaimed the night. Exhausted but alive, Jade watched the dawn break over the peaceful waves. The curse was lifted, her grandmother's spirit finally at rest. From that day on, Jade vowed to protect the secret, to guard the silence beneath the waves. Moral: some secrets are better left undisturbed, but courage and sacrifice can break even the darkest curses.